Sangi,
Present, ma'am.
Anchal, David Lomsang Zwala,
Present, miss.
Nelson Dama,
Present, miss.
Lel Omkimi,
Present, miss.
Lel Ompui,
Present, miss.
Lel Siamtuanga, Lel Siamtuanga, Wasim Ahmed,
Present, miss.
Lel Tansanga,
Present, miss.
Rosang Liani,
Present, miss.
Lel Danchai,
Present, ma'am.
Renitung Robert, Robert, are you there? Asmita, Mohammed Sinan, Naridu,
Present, ma'am.
okay, you were absent for 3 classes in a row, and I have not received some of your submissions. So please attend other classes, otherwise your attendance is going to be very low. Pradeep,
Present, ma'am.
Shoma Ghosh,
Present, ma'am.
Aditya Jain,
Present, ma'am.
Srihita,
Present, ma'am.
Shreya, Shreya Kalambe, Pratik,
Present, ma'am.
Atuile.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, since I'm taking all of you in one batch today, and you need to present your drawings, each of you will get maximum 10 minutes. I will try to cover at least 8 students in an hour. Otherwise, it's going to be very long, and you have another class in the afternoon. So we will try to finish the class by 1. So um, it will be according to the roll number which I just called out. So Vanal Duoma will present first, then Mary, then Sanjana, Yaram Sangi, Lirin Sangi, Anchal, and so on. Okay, so Duoma, if you can start with your screen sharing, you may start, and then I will give you a quick feedback. We will not talk much on the design, the redesign part. Uh, it will be there will be a discussion, of course, on the redesign part, but most importantly, I will look at the sections which you have made. All right, and then the drawings, overall drawings. Okay, so it will be Duoma, Mary, Sanjana. Duoma, you can start sharing your screen.
Yes, miss.
Duoma, Mary, Sanjana. Three of you, please be ready. Then Larin Sangi, Anchal, then David Lomsangzwala.
So this is my sketch. This is the current plan of my kitchen. As you can see, it's not a perfect square or a rectangle. It's a little bit stand over here. It's about 83 degree from here. So at our kitchen we have a mini door here, and yes, we have our main entrance here, but we have a mini door here which goes into the kitchen, and there is one door here too which lead into the storeroom, which is underneath the steps which goes up around here. And here we have the fridge, and at the center of our kitchen we have our dining table, and here is our built-in cabinet with sink and stove. I didn't put like little details because it will clutter it. And on the back of the sink we have a window which leads to the we have a small veranda here, and after that there is a road here. And here we have a small table which we keep some fruits and microwave oven, and there is a small opening here. No, like not small, a normal window, and a filter here. And here is our laundry room, which is divided with a curtain. And there is a small ventilation here, to make light for the water to evaporate out. Yeah, that's all for the first plan. And here is my section cutting, which will be looking this side.
Where is the section line? Sorry.
This one.
Okay, okay.
So ma'am, should I proceed?
Yes, yes. Go with the section.
So this is my section. As you can see, there is a step going up here, and since it is cut like right here, we can see the windows being cut, and this is the table that I've talked about, and these are the built-in cabinets, and upside also, and there's a window here. As you can see, there is a chimney and going forward here, and here as you can see, there is a column. Here there is a column protrude out the wall, and here also you can see, and here is the fridge and table and a chair. I didn't sketch all the chairs because it will look cluttered at the section. So the reason why it's a little bit tight here, because if you see it from here, it's a little bit at an angle, so you see only this part of the room if you view it from here. And as my this one, the false ceiling, is that as I can recall, during our construction of our house, there is they made about 1 feet false ceiling aluminum, like our main like white false ceiling. So I can recall it. So that's the reason why I put this false ceiling part. And this is my last sketch, last plan. I haven't done much because this is the main part that we go, so we can move that. I can put things much here, and the things that I've done is that moving around the little small furnitures. Our neighbors, they have elevated their house right around here where we get the most sunlight. Like we get the sunlight now about only about 1/3 of the like room here at the ground floor. So I want to make opening somewhere around here where we get some light, not full sunlight, but I want to make most out of it. So I put another window here so that we will get more sunlight, and put the table in front of it. So the window will be over here and the table in front of it, so we can get the more sunlight. And here I put the fridge and the filter. So I eliminate the window here because there isn't much to see here, and there is a house right beside this closely, and water drainage here. So yeah, that's pretty much the change that I've made.
Okay, in your section, the step,
Yes.
what happened between the floor and the first step? Is there a landing
No,
here in your section on the right hand side in your section?
no, like I thought that since it is cut right around here, I just draw it from like.
No, because if it is cut, you should no in section it's fine, because okay, you have removed the ones which are being cut away. Then
Yes.
one step will be in section. Okay, you will show it like a slab, the thickness of your step, and then it will be darker. It will be in section as well. Okay, that particular step which is in section. And then the rest of them will be in elevation. And in the section, you don't have to show up. Okay, and you can continue. Is it one straight flight, or does it change the direction? Is it like a dog-leg staircase or
Like here,
just one
there's a
straight line?
plane here, and like it goes
Okay.
like this.
So that means you can show the rest of them also.
Okay.
All of the things which you are standing in front and you can see, you can
Mhm.
show that in elevation. And the one in between the floor and the step, the ones that are cut away,
Mm.
this is correct, but then the first step will also be in section, the same as you have cut the slab.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, I think it makes sense to move the table and the fridge also. And we will talk more about the working triangle in the next class of a kitchen. Normally, uh, not all kitchens can have a working triangle. When I say working triangle, please go back to your plan.
First plan.
Yeah, any plan. Your sink, your stove, and your fridge.
Mm.
They can kind of form a triangle, like the working triangle, because these are normally the three things which we use most often when we are working in the kitchen. So imagine you standing somewhere in between the sink and the stove. So let's say I take some vegetables from the fridge and then I wash it in the sink and then I prepare it on the counter and then cook it on the stove. So you will try to minimize the distance you have to travel between these three appliances: fridge, sink, and the stove. Right, so let's say your fridge is somewhere next to your aquarium.
Mm.
Let's imagine that that is not the entry, and then you can place the fridge. So the sink, the stove, and the fridge are, I mean, the sink and the stove are near to each other, but the fridge is quite far for that matter. So we try to work out that particular working triangle. This goes for everyone. I hope you all are listening. I might not repeat this in the next input. So, and then your fridge can be also against the wall of the storeroom so that it can form a triangle as well. But in here also, you are kind of forming the triangle. It might not be a perfect acute triangle or obtuse or any triangle. So the previous arrangement, the current arrangement, existing one is also working fine because all three of them are in close proximity. But
Mm.
you switching off the table and the fridge is also working since you will get more ventilation or sunlight and to the kitchen area.
Mm.
Right. So yeah, I think overall drawing is also fine. Only thing is the step which is being cut, show that as kind of a rectangle, an oblong rectangle, somewhere
Mm.
in between the floor and wherever you are placing that step. And yeah, the rest of the step can be in elevation. And when you show in the plan the up, that small arrow which says up in
Mm.
your plan, no, not in the section, in the plan, you show that in the beginning of the step.
Okay.
All right. You
Mm.
show that at the beginning of the step, yeah, somewhere there.
Mm.
Otherwise, now, since you're cutting away the step area, the arrow which is showing up is part of the storeroom, not part of the step anymore. All
Mm.
right. So this is now showing what is happening underneath the step. So your up will be at the beginning. Otherwise, this is demonstrating something which is happening in the storeroom area. All
Mm.
right.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Um, Next is Mary. Then Sanjana, please be ready.
Mm, so this is the current floor plan of our kitchen. Uh, to the left, the door leads to the bedroom, and to the bottom left door leads to the living room. It is like an open door. I
Mm,
mean, and on the top we have this is like the the area where we put the stove and the wash basin. I did not draw the specifics. And there is a toilet, and there's a toilet on the right. And this is the dining table. It fits about 8 people. And to the bottom right, we have the wash basin. And this is the fridge. And to the left of the fridge is the kitchen cabinet. And in the rearranged plan, I did not change much, except I switched the places of the cabinet and the fridge, so that the fridge could be closer to the counter and the stove. And this is the section plan of the kitchen. And there is not much to see in the section which I got, except the counter on the left, and then the stove area, and then the toilet and the door. And that's
Okay.
mostly it.
Can you please go back to your plan? So the actual activity is happening at the top left corner. The
Yes, Miss.
2275. That's both where you keep the sink and the stove.
Yes, Miss.
And it's quite deep. It's more than 900.
Yes.
Counter.
The counter is actually raised at. I don't know how to describe it, but in this section, it is. There is the area where we put the stove, and then behind that, the area is raised a little bit higher to keep the pots and pans and such.
So draw that line also where there is a level difference. Okay,
yes, Miss.
in your 900 is the one, is the dimension behind the column, and just measure the actual depth of where you keep the stove, and whatever is raised, you draw one single line.
Yes, Miss.
Okay.
Yes, Miss.
Your kitchen is quite big,
Yeah. Yes.
but the actual cooking area is quite small in a way. Like there aren't many things happening in the rest of the room. Is there any
Miss.
specific reason why that they have placed it that way?
No particular reason, Miss.
Okay, do you get like light from where you have the sink and the stove?
No, the wall on the bottom right, there's another ventilation, but at the top there are no windows.
Okay. Anyway, I mean, like today we are not very concerned with the overall planning of the kitchen. Most importantly is how you should draw the section. Please go back to your section. Did you show the floor? Okay. Yeah. The beams and the columns kind of are shown here, which is fine. Now you can add the tables also if you want. I don't know if the table will be hiding the door which is leading to the WC area. So if you show the table also, I think it will create more, I mean, it will be more interesting for your section. And do you have cabinets above that, the sink area where the level is raised?
No, there are no
It's
cabinets
open.
above. Yes, just
So
open.
the level difference is about 350. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. The height of your counter is 1025. All right. So I hope you guys are referring to. Okay, thank you. In the meantime, Sanjana, you can start sharing your screen. I hope you guys are referring to Newford as well, because in Newford the countertop might be what, 890 or 900. They might write it in centimeter. It might be what, 85 to 90 centimeter. So convert that, it's 850 to 900 mm. And in some of the kitchen, your countertops will be higher than that. Maybe it might be lower than that also. Okay, okay. So yeah, you can start.
We have a 9 to 6 feet kitchen. There is a gas burner, and above that we have a chimney, and this is our cabinet, and this is our sink. Above the sink we have a rack here,
Okay.
and this is a half. 1/3 is a brick wall, and the other part is we have the aluminum frame wall
Mm.
here and here.
Okay, and there's a door.
Yes, and here's a door.
Okay.
And this is my redesign plan. I don't change much. I change only this gas stove and our sink.
Why is that?
Because we don't have much space, and
Is there a possibility of a window in any of the two walls?
I think here it's impossible.
Yeah, so maybe it might be better to keep the sink, because if you keep the stove, then they might not want the window next to the burner. And if
Yes.
there's a sink, then there's no problem having a window there.
Yes, miss.
Okay. And where is your section?
Our section. Yes. I've shown the north side of my kitchen, so I can see
Okay.
the cabinets below and the cabinet above there.
What is this wall which is next to the rack?
This one.
Hmm.
No, this is our columns. This and this are columns.
Ah, okay. So where is your section line?
I didn't draw. I forgot.
Like just
I just got here.
through the window.
And yes.
Okay, so go back to the section. Um, in look at the slab. The slab is not cutting to the beam, right?
Yes.
So you will have some kind of section like the one you just saw, Mary's section. She has a beam, and then it goes up, and then the slab is thinner. Okay, in this section, it's looking like you are cutting through your column, and the slab and the
This
column
is a
is.
beam and the slab together. I didn't draw the slab above
Huh,
here.
So if it is not cutting exactly, what do I say? It will cut through the beam, but then your beam will be like a box, and then your slab will go up, and then the other beam will be on on the right side, right?
Yes.
And then your column will be in elevation. It will not be in section, and your beam and your column will not join here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, just look up. You will have kind of a beam which is like crossing your column one after the other. And I think some of your, yeah, you saw Duoma's drawing. No, in Duoma's drawing he didn't show the beam. In Mary's drawing she showed the beam. Okay, so it should be the same as that one.
Oh, yes,
Okay,
miss.
not like the slab and the beam, all the thickness together. I think that question was raised in the last class. If we cut through the beam along the length of the beam, not in the transverse section. If you cut the length of the beam, you will show it like whatever you are showing. And even if that's the case, you will not be joining it with the column. The columns will be in elevation. Okay, they are behind, they will be in elevation. Okay, so just close
Okay.
that gap which is there um, in the horizontal part of your drawing. Draw a full line, and then those two lines which are columns will just be elevation line.
Okay, miss.
Okay, I don't know. I hope you're clear with that one.
Yes, miss. Yes.
Okay. I think, yeah, for you, your kitchen, you cannot do much. I mean, like, it's already well planned, and wherever the sink or the stove is being placed, you might not be able to change too much. So, if you can introduce a window, then it will be good for the kitchen also when you are redesigning it. All right. Otherwise,
Yes,
yeah, I
miss.
think only problem is the beam and the slab area and the column. Okay.
Yes. Yes, miss.
Okay. Lalrem Sangi is she was not there. Lalrem
Yes,
Sang.
yes, I'm present.
Oh, okay. You're next. Then after this is Larin Sangi and then Anchal. Lalrem Sangi, Larin Sangi, Anchal.
Miss, is my screen visible?
Yes, yes.
That
Can
is
you
my
rotate?
original plan of my kitchen.
Mm,
I have there, right here, there is the sink and the gas stove, and there is a cupboard with the filter with it, and then right there I have a small cabinet above the sink, and there is a table, and there is the fridge, and the section part is this one, and this is
wait,
my
wait, wait. Uh, uh, uh. So where is your section line in your plan?
here. This is where I cut.
Okay. Through the table.
Yes, miss.
Okay. You are also making the same mistake as Sanjana.
Yes, miss.
Don't take the column down. See, in reality, the column is vertical and the beam is horizontal. Since you are not, as per your drawing, it looks as if there is a huge wall between just next to the table. You
Yes,
have
miss.
you have taken the column down as if right now I am seeing the column as um, since you are not cutting through the column, right? Your section line is just above the column. Don't take the column down till the floor level. Okay, there will be a small beam, and then it will kind of open to where the filter or the cupboard is. Understand?
Yes, miss.
Okay, one sec. Um, can you please stop sharing your screen? Mary, can you just go back to sharing your screen and show me the your drawing again? I think it will be better
Yes,
to
miss.
explain it that way, to show the columns and the beams. Yeah, zoom in your section. Yeah. See, Sanjana and Larimsangi, the beam will be there. All right. Even if you are cutting the slab, the beam will be there on the side where the column is. and the slab will be seen and the column will not come down like the one you are drawing. All right.
Yes, Miss.
Then your column line, you obviously if your column line is visible, it will be in elevation line. Joining one beam to the other, there will be a vertical line. Just focus on the right hand side beam. There are two beams which are one above and one below, and your column will be obviously supporting the beam, so you will be seeing the column line in elevation. All right. So if you are taking the column line down and then if you're hatching it, that means you are cutting exactly across the column. And then there is a kind of, you are dividing the space between the table area and then the where you have placed the filter. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Mary. Ramsangi, please continue.
Miss, wait, I've lost my sign. Mhm.
Yeah, that's there. It was there. I just saw one.
Accidentally take. And this is my new design. I have moved the fridge right here,
Mm.
and the table in the middle, and the cupboard right here with the beam. And I moved the filter right over here. But I like the original plan because it is more spacious than the new one because the room is quite small.
Mm.
It's,
What is happening in the left hand side area after your kitchen?
there is a TV room.
Okay. And what is happening at the bottom area?
We have the sitting room around there.
Okay, okay. So please go back to the original plan. And you have one more room just adjacent to the kitchen. It seems you have kind of a
Yes,
door.
there's right about here. No, there. This is the balcony. This one
Ah, okay.
balcony, and here, right here, about here, we have the bedroom.
What do you feel is the difference between the original plan and the redesigned plan? Why did you, if you like the
Uh,
original plan better, what makes you like it more, and why did you change it then?
I changed because the only thing I don't like about is that the fridge is way too far from
Mm,
the kitchen, and
mm.
that's changed with the cupboard here, somewhere around here, and I moved the table a little bit in the middle, but I just wanna rearrange it, like if it's better or I don't know.
But if the fridge is there now and your cupboard is there. Your cupboard is kind of acting like a partition between the TV and the kitchen, right? In the current situation.
Yes, miss. But the space around here will be like small, I
No, no,
think.
no. I'm talking about your current plan, your existing plan, not the redesign plan.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes,
So
it
the
is like
cupboard, which is there above, is kind of like a partition between the TV area and the kitchen. And you are
yes,
only seeing the table from the TV area. You're not actually seeing the cooking area.
miss.
But yeah, like you said, the fridge is quite far from the rest of the cooking area. Mm, okay, anyway, so yeah, like I said, the slab part for you in your section, please correct the beam and the you have a slab and then you have a beam again. Okay,
Yes,
so in your
few.
drawing, you are kind of drawing both the beam in horizontal area and the column also. So just correct that portion. You will have the beam and the slab all together, and your columns will only be in elevation line. All right.
Yes, miss.
Yeah, thank you. Laurin Sangi. After this is Anshul.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. Now, can you see it?
I can see, but it's a bit blurred. Okay.
Okay, so there's a lot of noise in the background since our neighbor are in construction. This is the plan of the current place that I'm staying in. It's a quarter. We're spending holidays at my dad's workplace, so um, it's an old-fashioned building. There are lots and lots of doors. So there's a separate room for dining table and for cooking, but the fridge is located in the dining room. Yeah, there's a kitchen counter over here and one one sofa. And yeah, this door leads to the storeroom, and this leads to another room, and this to another room. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the existing plan.
Okay, section.
And
Okay, new plan.
ma'am, I don't really know how to rearrange since the the actual plan and the place staying here it's quite complicated, so I don't change much. I just change where the kitchen counter is located. I put it over here so we could have more space for cooking. And I changed the location of, oh, this is an inverter box. It was near the fridge, and then I put it over here. That's pretty much it for my
Would you want the
rearrangement.
fridge inside the kitchen? When if you might still have space now that you have kind of rotated the counter. I think maybe at
Uh,
the somewhere in the corner. Is it possible? Or
mm, Ma'am, it is
initially you
possible,
have
but
some kind of a cabinet there as well.
yes, ma'am. It's more of mm, like a, it's not actually a cabinet.
What is it then?
Um, oh, I forgot the name. It's where we put items and yeah. I cut the section into places, one for the dining room and one for the kitchen side. Can I show it?
Yes, yes.
Um, this hold on. This is how the dining room looks like. Um, the windows are over here, and I put only one chair since it will be cleaner this way. My sketches, and these are the two rooms. This one leads to the cooking room, and this one leads to the storeroom.
Mm.
And this is the cooking area, the section. This is a curtain.
Okay.
I don't know if I should call this
Mm.
a cabinet since it's an old-fashioned design quarter.
Okay.
There's
Yeah, at
a
least,
yeah,
yeah. Mm. So yeah, the beams, you got it right. The slab also. I mean, like I said, we're not worried about the layout too much. Only thing is that you have to learn how to draw the sections and the plan properly. And yeah, I think yours is working fine. Only thing is, if this was your home, maybe you could like
mm,
kind of freak out a bit in knocking off some walls or opening up the dining and the kitchen or something like that. But yeah,
yes, ma'am.
okay, yeah, fine. Um, if you can hatch the walls and the beams and slabs differently, then
Mm,
it will have more depth also. All right,
yes, ma'am.
okay, yes, thank you. Um,
Thank you, ma'am.
finally done. Anchal, Anchal, are you present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. After this is David, then Lalsandama, then Lalom, Kimi.
Ma'am, is it visible now?
Yes.
Yes. Ma'am, now this is the existing plan of my kitchen. My kitchen is not that much big, and I have a fridge over there. And then this one, at the right corner, I have a kitchen. I have a sink, and then there is a gas stove, and I have a here we have the large window that is opening towards the gate, and after this window we have a staircase, and we also have the ventilators over at the beside the column, and then this is the section of my kitchen I used to draw, and then in the new plan, I changed the position of the fridge because in my existing kitchen, I'm facing a lot of problem because of fridge. When we open the fridge, at that time, no one can move from the other side to the kitchen, or if someone is stand over there, then also at the one time only one person can stand here. If someone is standing here, then the other person can't move to the kitchen, and so we have to wait that if he moved, then we go into the kitchen. So that's why I think if I place the fridge over there, then that will be much better.
Okay.
So I just used to move my fridge over there, and that's enough. I didn't change much in my kitchen, and this is my section as I this is my section line, and over there I can see the cupboards and and uh, and the slab of the kitchen. So I just used to draw these things.
Your
That's
section is
enough, ma'am.
mirrored. Your
Yes,
section
ma'am. Yeah,
your
ma'am.
section
I
is
have a
for
little.
huh.
Yeah, ma'am. I have a confusion that while cutting the section, the arrow shows something like
No, no.
I'm not
The
sure
arrow
that.
is showing, let's say, your arrow is showing down. You want to
Yes,
focus
ma'am.
on the stove area because you have
Yes,
more
ma'am.
of the cabinets and you have more of things going on in this
Yes,
particular
ma'am.
wall. I think that's the right
Yes,
place to
ma'am.
cut the section. But only thing is that when you are looking at the section, you rotate your plan. Okay, rotate your plan and then work from the left hand side to the right hand side. All right,
Yes, ma'am.
your section is showing the bottom side of the in the plan, but if you are working from the left hand side to the right hand side, in your section, your sink will come on the right hand side. Right.
Okay, ma'am.
So
Okay.
let's say in your section you want to retain the position of the sink, which is on the left hand side. Then you change the direction of the section. Your arrow will be pointing
Yes,
upwards,
ma'am.
and then we will see the windows in elevation. All right. So, but if you are cutting the section like AA dash, you always work from left side to the right side. Then the opening, matlab, the other room will be there, and then your stove, and then only your sink. Okay, the section which you draw is correct. Only problem is that it's mirrored. Okay, just flip it. Have your sink on the
Okay, ma'am.
left side of your drawing. Your wall will come on the left side of the drawing. Then the rest of them is fine. Just make it ulta. Just make it mirror.
Okay, ma'am.
All right, and then I think yeah, the rest of
Okay,
the
ma'am.
drawing
I
is
got it. Whatever you are saying.
mm. And I
Yeah.
think yeah, I
Ma'am,
was thinking of
I'm also confused.
confused about.
Ma'am, ma'am, I am confused about the arrow's direction because someone already told me that if you are watching from this side, then the things that are in the right hand side that will go on the left hand side.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. That's the same. That's
yeah,
exactly correct. Because when you are looking
but
down,
I want to ask you that if I change the direction of arrow, then
mm,
I can take the projections, right?
yeah, yeah. If you change the direction of the arrow, you will draw. It's okay to draw the plan and the section one above the other. All right, you can take the
Okay, ma'am.
projections. But if you change the
Okay,
arrow,
ma'am.
the sink will remain the same in the existing section AA, but you will not be seeing the stove anymore. You will be seeing the fridge and
Yes,
the
ma'am.
window.
Windows and the
Uh,
ventilation.
so it
Yes,
will be
ma'am.
from left to right. But if you don't change the direction of the section, right, if you are
Yes,
retaining
ma'am.
the section line wherever you are cutting
Yes,
and you're
ma'am.
looking at the stove, the same thing
Yes,
will be
ma'am.
from the left to the right. All right, so you just rotate your
Okay, ma'am.
paper, make it turn your sheet around. That's how you are supposed to draw the section. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
your
Okay.
sink will come on the right hand side now, not on the left hand
Okay,
side
ma'am.
of your drawing. All right.
Okay, ma'am.
You
Okay,
can do
ma'am.
either
Yes,
ways.
ma'am.
You can redraw the section, just mirror the section, or just change the direction of the section line which is being viewed, whether just rotate the arrow and above, then you can retain the sink and you just erase the portion where you draw the stove and the cabinets, and then you draw the window instead. Okay, so
Okay,
those two
ma'am.
things you can do.
Okay, ma'am.
But I think it's better to show the stove because that is more part of the kitchen than just the window and the fridge. All right, and then you can draw the beams like the one you saw earlier. You can draw the beams at the edge, and just next to the fridge
Yes,
also,
ma'am.
you can take that measurement. You can show the beam above and below also.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so see the line, the section, the floor, which is there below your kitchen, not the slab above, will also be the same as the one above. Okay, not anything thinner or smaller. It seems as if you're just showing the tiles. Show the full slab also at the floor level
Okay,
or at
ma'am.
the ceiling level.
Okay,
Okay, the
ma'am.
same as the ceiling level, it will be the floor level. If it is even if it is on the ground floor, it will be the same. It will have a slab also. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Next is David, then Lal Sandama.
Yes.
David, and after
Good
this Lal
morning.
Sandama, please be ready.
Okay.
Then Lalom, Kimi. Okay. Yes.
Okay. Good morning, Miss. Good morning, everyone. So this is my kitchen plan. So hold on. Okay. So I've taken the scale 1:25, and you can see the unit there. It's in millimeters, and this word, the north direction. Okay. So let's start with the entrance. You will enter the kitchen. It's only a box. Only my kitchen is a box, and you will enter the kitchen from the left side, from the living room. No, yes, from the living room. And if you look to the left, you will see a small corner for a fridge. Our fridge is very small, so we're not occupying that full area. We used to keep some things on the sides also, because as there is very much space there. So, and if you walk, the kitchen counters will begin right here very early till it will go all through the kitchens uh, till the end. And we placed our filters, our microwave ovens on the counter around here. And there's a window. It has up here, it has a very high sea level. And we can, we can see the street from here. So we can see who is walking on the street from the kitchen. They can actually see us because it's a tinted window. So, there are cabinets here. The cabinet starts from over here, and there is a space underneath the cabinets. Very sufficient space is there for kitchen utensils, like for putting pots, temporary keeping, And the cabinets, there are very many cabinets in our kitchen. There are too many cabinets, and I will eliminate some in the new plan, but let's see. So there is the cabinet. You will see in the section plan. I will not explain this right now because I don't know how to explain this now. I will explain it in section plan, this part. So the stuff is over here, and this space, this corner right here is where we do all our cooking, our slicing and dicing. And there is a fridge here, and the entrance is over here. And so if you look at it closely, you will, I think I kind of see something like what Miss Emmeline said, the triangle here. The fridge is here and the sink is here. So this triangle, I think this triangle is our kitchen. From the fridge to the sink, this is the sink, and this is the triangle, and we move everything around here. But the problem with our kitchen is that right here, there are two columns here, and from these columns you can kind of say that it's more of a dining hall now, this area which I have cut off. And so while cooking and all, it's very easy to go from the sink to the dining hall, to sit around. So I like to keep this kitchen, a more sufficient boundary between the kitchen and the dining hall. There's a perfect triangle here, like I said, a right triangle. And I think this is very good because I think someone has designed this very carefully. And so let's go to the next plan, which is the upgraded kitchen. And let's take a moment to look at it. And okay, so you will enter the kitchen from the same way, And if you look to the left, you will see a fridge again. The fridge is perfect where it is. But if you look in front of you, you will see an island here. I have put an island here, which I will explain later. And if you walk here, if you walk towards the fridge, and then here, I have put a little bench here because let me just go back to the first plan. The kitchen counter is quite big. Okay, it's quite big, so it's 750 millimeters. So it's quite big, so it's very hard to open the windows. We have to climb. We have to almost climb the counter to open that window. It's aluminum frame window, so it's very hard to open. So I have put a small bench here where you could entertain guests while you are cooking. Suppose you are the only one in your home and you are cooking and someone comes and you can make them sit here and talk to them while cooking. And I have moved the sink all the way to the corner because there's a fridge here. And I took this theory from fast food restaurants because I think this is a more efficient way to cook because the fridge is here and we can take the food out and we can wash it here and we can prepare for cooking here and the stove is actually here. So, it will move from here. No wasting time. It's very efficient, I think. And the island will serve as a multi-purpose. It will be serve a purpose for anything like that the dining room serves. It will be like a boundary that gives when someone is cooking, they will remain in this area and not move to the dining area for petty reasons, just for sitting down and all. And they will work efficiently here. So that's all. And the segment plan. As you see, there are many cabinets. If you open this is the chimney, and if you open this cabinet right above the chimney, you will find a vent. And they have covered it with the cabinet. I don't know why, but I think if they expose it also, it will be okay. And if you open this cabinet, you will find a geyser where hot water is made that flows to the sink here. And that also they have covered with the cabinet. I don't know why. I think it just makes a spawning ground for cockroaches and termites and all, and it's very expensive. So I think I would take all these higher cabinets off. This I would cut. I would take all of this off, and I would be left with the lower cabinets, which is I think more than enough for our family. I think so. There's a column running down here, and there's an electric socket here, and there's a sink here. So it's not very safe to put the sink here. That's why I have put the sink at the corner in the new plan. And this is the place where we put most of our kitchen appliances, like a grinder, a microwave oven, something like that. And there are also many drawers here. This drawer opens where we put our gas, our LPG gas. And there are drawers here, we put knives here and all that. And there's a filter here, but I didn't write it because it's going to be confusing. It will cover the cabinet, so that's why. And that's all.
Okay. In the section, let me just first comment. The beam is inverted.
Yeah, I
It's
think.
above
Yeah.
550. Your beam is inverted. Either that is a possibility because many places they have used inverted beams. Is that a mistake from your side or is it
No,
actually
no.
inverted?
Yeah, it's actually inverted because miss, I can't see the beam from the inside, and the roofing is the ceiling is quite, it's quite well planned. So I
So
don't think
is
it's
there a false ceiling
yeah.
in your kitchen?
There's yeah,
Then it is
kind of like a false ceiling. Yeah, it's a
you
thick ceiling.
have a ceiling and then there will be a gap and then your slab will be there.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what is happening above the kitchen? Is there a room or is it a terrace?
It's a room.
Then your beam probably is not inverted. What you can do is you draw the slab along the top part of the beam. All right, you draw the slab along the top part of the beam, and you will draw a false ceiling just
Oh,
covering the beam. Okay, so there will be a gap where you place the lightings, all those things. And there will be another beam above your column, above that switchboard.
yes.
So there will be two beams flanking the two walls or the column. One side on the one side towards the right will be just above the column, and then the wherever you are drawing right now, the beam is correct. Only thing is that you draw the slab, and then there will be a false ceiling covering just the lower portion of the beam. All right. And your section 9, you don't have to show it like the frequency, or you just draw two lines. I mean, like two zigzags. That's fine.
Okay.
Just draw two zigzags, not
Yes.
not all of them, especially in your plan. It
Oh,
seems as if, there is some sort of like a musical thing going on over there.
yeah.
Okay, so just two lines is fine. And for your windows, I thought you have a door over there.
No, yeah.
All
No,
right. Even
the
if it
ceiling,
is
yeah.
opening, that will be more appropriate for a door. If you want to show a window, just draw them horizontal lines or
Okay.
show them in dotted. Okay, so this
Mm.
is more like a representation for the door. All right, so if you want to show the opening part of the window, you show them in dotted lines, and then you show the three lines in horizontal. All right.
Mm.
So I
Mm.
was thinking, is there a possibility of changing the position of the window?
No, no. I think it's perfect there because miss, I can see people there.
No,
No,
no.
I can see who is coming.
I was talking about shifting it a bit towards the column,
Yeah, I
where
shifted it.
just
Yeah,
just behind the fridge.
yeah, miss, I shifted it a little bit. You see,
No, no,
it's eight.
but because your fridge is still there next to the window,
Oh,
I was
okay.
thinking like maybe you can have another L-shaped counter, and then your window could be next to
Mm,
the column,
no,
and then
miss.
your seating will be just placed next to the column instead
No,
of the fridge.
no,
You can
miss.
have
Miss, one
the
thing.
seating.
If I place the seating next to the column, if
Uh,
I stand here, right, to the sink, right, and if they sit here, the fridge will cover them, and I will not be able to see them. What is
no,
very
that's why I said the
oh
window will be shifted just behind it,
no,
and
it's
then your
some.
fridge will come in place. Just replace the fridge area and the seating area.
Then where will my fridge be, miss?
Yeah, your fridge will be where the existing window is, and then your existing window will move towards the column, and then your seating will be next to the window.
I don't know about that, miss. Not sure.
Is there a possibility? I'm just asking because um, your fridge, I like the L-shaped kitchen in a
Okay,
way because
okay.
you have more workspace.
Mm.
If you see, you have the corner there where you keep your appliances. Now go back to your new plan. You will lose some places where you keep the appliance. If you just look at the surface area, or if you look at the area also of the working kitchen now, you have kind of decreased the working area when you start to eliminate the L shape.
Yeah,
Now you have the island, which is not a problem.
yeah.
Your island will serve as your working area,
Mm.
which is also a good thing to introduce. But when you remove the shape, the L part, you're going to lose some part of the your working area. Now you
Yes,
have large working area.
but miss, if I have the L shape, I really don't
Mm.
need anything else, right, in my kitchen. Like it's
Yeah,
very
exactly.
sufficient. But we had to remodel the kitchen, so I didn't know any other way to remodel the kitchen.
Okay.
If it was
That
up to
that's
me,
just for
yes.
argument's
Also,
sake.
I would
Yeah.
not change it anything at all.
Uh,
Like I said, it may be designed by someone carefully. That's what I
hmm.
said, right?
Yeah.
So it's a nice kitchen.
That's fine. Yeah. That was just for argument's sake. There's nothing right. There's nothing right about the existing kitchen. There's nothing wrong about the existing kitchen.
Yeah.
Even the new kitchen works perfectly fine. Both the designs are working perfectly fine. But just to be like an eye-opening thing, like if you have in the same area, in the same size of the kitchen, when you start to explore things, now you will understand that when you have an island, you might kind of take away the openness of the kitchen when you start to introduce the island. But
Mm.
then you kind of break the space between the dining and the kitchen area. You kind of like it's like a space divider
Yeah, exactly.
in a way. So if you want to have a formal dining area, it's good to have an island because you don't want everything to be open. But if you are more into an open floor plan where everything is opening and flowing from one space to the other, introducing an island may not be the right thing. I mean, it depends. It's all on preferences. If you prefer a more open space than the existing kitchen, if you want a more like a secluded space where you can divide your dining and your kitchen all together, then an island will be the perfect example. I mean, like the perfect thing to introduce. If
Mm.
you don't want like a proper partitioning that way, so yeah, like I said, more concentrating on the section part. So your beam, you have to correct it and
Mm.
your slab will go up and there will be one more beam above
Mm.
your column.
Mm.
All right.
Yes, yes, miss.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, miss.
Lal san nama. Then lom kimi. After that lal ompui.
Hello, Miss.
Yes.
So this is the original plan of our kitchen. On the bottom left, there is a partition, and behind the partition, there is a door to my room. And above that, a cabinet, and above that, a fridge. And the top part consists of the cabinets. Uh, and there is a dining table here, and the on the bottom right, that is actually our island, which is currently kept there for some reason. I don't know. And that's all for the original plan.
No,
And
wait. Where is the stove? Where is the sink?
it's in the cabinet part. I didn't draw it. It is
Okay.
covered by the upper cabinets.
Mm. Show the stove instead of the cabinet, when you are because yeah, anyway, yeah, continue.
And this is the redesign. This is actually how it was before, and the fridge is pushed back to that part, the top left part, and
Mm.
the island and the table, the positions are changed. Uh, that's pretty much it. And for the section, this is viewed from the this yeah, this is the two cabinets, the top and the bottom, the fridge and the small cabinet and my door. And this is actually a beam which also acts as a partition that I showed here.
Okay. How much is the space between your island and your counter
Not
in your new
much,
design?
miss. Not
That
much.
then there, I don't think.
Yeah, miss, that is probably why we kept it this in this
Mm,
place now.
okay. In this original thing, is it possible to 1143? Is it possible to move the table slightly down? Okay,
Uh,
towards the bottom area. Flush it with the line of the existing island and
uh,
maybe keep enough space between the table and the wall on the right side, and then have the island in between, um, just maybe along the line of the cabinet on the left side, just next to your
uh,
door. You have a small cabinet, right?
yes, miss.
It's like you can move your island right in the middle of the kitchen in a way,
Uh,
and then move your table slightly down so that you will still have space. But the thing is, your island is also quite long, so I don't know how much space you will have between the edge of the island to the cabinet.
uh,
Or what you can do is keep the fridge in the position where you kept it in the new design, I mean, rotate the fridge. Yeah,
like
rotate the
this.
fridge and move your island to where the um, cabinet is
Hmm.
at the
In
corner,
the left side.
towards the left side,
Ah,
so that it will be in front of your fridge, and then you will kind of have a passageway for your room area. But in
understand.
that case, your cabinet will come next to your table. What is happening in front of the table? What room is there?
Ah,
Is it a living room?
yeah, it connects to the living room.
Because right now, wherever you are placing your island, I don't think you have sufficient space for you to work in between the
Yeah,
counter and the island. Let's say someone is chopping something on the island and someone has to cook or clean the utensils. Okay, so they cannot stand
yes.
one behind the other. And
Yeah,
from your
it's
drawing,
not a very big kitchen.
yeah, you have from your drawing, your island is about 330 mm. So the space that the gap that you have between your counter and your island is less than 300.
Yeah,
So that it's not as per the standard. It's not as per the required dimension. Okay, so if you look at
yeah,
Newford also, they must have kept around at least 900 mm in between those two counters and the island. Shethamem.
yes. Yes, yes.
Okay. Anyway, I think you have a long counter.
Yeah,
You might not need an island also so much.
yeah, I think so, miss.
Go to the original plan. I think what works best will be rotate the island and place it against the wall next to the window in a
Okay,
vertical position. Right.
okay.
And then move your table somewhat like in the center. Then you will have a large, and then also rotate your table.
Okay, miss. To have
It
a
should,
working
y-
space on the right
yeah,
side.
yeah. On the right side, you will place your island against the wall.
Okay.
It's not right now. Also, I don't think you're using the island so much as a working counter.
Yeah, we basically use it to put decorations.
Yeah. So because you have sufficient space on the top part to cook or to clean or to chop, so your fridge can also be rotated to the where it is supposed to be, because right now, however you are placing that corner in the gap on the top left side, you will like accumulate dirt over there,
Okay.
right?
Yeah,
Because it's not
we use it
accessible so
right now
much.
to stash things.
You might put cylinders, or you might put rice bags, or things like that, which you might. Then, when you rotate the fridge in your new plan, the same way as you did, you can keep it like that so that you have a straight kitchen. You have like a elongated kitchen, and then you can rotate your island and place it against the wall, just next to the window on the right side, and then rotate your table in a horizontal way and somewhat place it in the middle. I think that will be more spacious.
Okay,
Still
miss.
keeping the passage for your room. And yeah, I think, yeah, just explore it a bit. Go to
Uh,
your section, please. So you're saying, why is your floor not straight?
uh, Maybe because of the camera
Is it the
distortion,
paper?
miss. Yeah,
No, no. Is it your drawing or is it the paper?
it is the paper, miss.
Okay. So there is a partition next to the door. Is it
Yeah.
a full partition? Full brick wall partition?
No, miss. It's like a decoration partition.
Then don't draw a full wall. The way you are
Okay, miss.
demonstrating it and you're hatching it as if it's a brick wall. Okay. If you
Okay.
see, both your walls have the same hatch. So the right hand side wall is a brick wall, and it's okay to have this hatch. But if your left hand side wall is not a brick wall, and if it's just a partition, then don't hatch it that way.
Okay, miss.
Mm. Yeah. All right. I think you need to detail a lot in your section.
Section. Okay, miss. Understood.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Lolom Kimi. Then after that, it's
Yes.
Lolom Pui.
Um, Miss, can you see my screen?
Yes.
So this is my existing kitchen. Over here, we have a door. It opens to the outside, to the exterior of our house. And then our fridge is over here. And then we have cabinets over here as well on top of the kitchen counter, but I didn't show it. I've shown it in the section. And here as well, we have a chimney and more cabinets. And over here is our sink. There's a window here, and there's a cupboard here. It's a small cupboard where we keep some dishes that we don't normally use. Over here is like it's not actually an island, but it's more of a very narrow table. And over here is our storage unit where we keep some food items, and here we have a floor shelf. Over here is our kitchen island. This part is slightly elevated than this part. And here we have our dining table, and this is a glass sliding door, and it opens to our balcony. I didn't show it here. And there's a partition here. It's like it's like a decoration. It serves as a decoration as well. So, and this part is our living room. And that's it for the existing kitchen. And this is the new design of the kitchen. I've changed the position of the dining table because when people come in, like right now, when people come in, they can see. If we are eating, when people come in, they can see us directly, and I don't really like that. So I've changed the dining tables over here, and I've moved the kitchen island here, and I've changed the size of the kitchen counter to 4,600 mm, and I've moved our fridge here, and the shelf I've arranged it this way, the floor shelf, and then I've changed the size of the sliding glass door as well. And yeah, that's it. I don't really know what else I could do to our kitchen. So
Is this door on the left side your main door for the house?
no, it's our kitchen door. It's our kitchen door. Like our main door is somewhere here.
Oh, okay.
Like
Okay,
a
so
side,
it's like the secondary
like a
door.
side door. Yes.
Okay. All right.
I've cut this part for the section. This is my section line. Oops. 1 second. What is happening? Um, hmm, okay, so this is the section. I'm not sure if I did the floor and the walls correctly, but yeah, this is our fridge, and this is the cabinet, which is on top of the kitchen counter, and there is a window here, and yeah, this is our floor shelf. This is the kitchen island. This is the stove, and on top is the chimney.
Mm.
That's it.
What is the thickness of your slab?
Mm, I've taken 200 mm, I guess. I
Okay.
didn't measure it
Uh-huh.
exactly.
I think it will most probably be around 130 to 150. Okay. So yeah, for you
Okay.
also the same thing that I told David also, or Chandama, beams. If you have a column at the corner and the beam will be there, the rest of it is fine, I think. Otherwise, but hatch your walls. If your section is cutting through your door, it's not cutting through your door, is it? Or your window?
No, miss.
Then hatch it with the brick, the same as you did for the plan. Okay, hatch the two walls and then show the beams on top and the slab. The slab is there, but beams on the two ends, on the top side.
Yes, miss.
I think yeah, the existing kitchen works fine. I was in favor of kind of having the kitchen and the dining area kind of separated by the island, but you have moved the table in the middle of everything. So
Yes,
yeah,
miss. I don't really
if
know what
this
the
was
doors
your
are.
if this was your main door, I can understand that people looking and seeing while you are dining it's there. That concern is also there. But since this is not your main door, you might not use it regularly, or it might be open sometimes also.
Um,
But
we usually use this door. I don't know why we hardly use
uh,
our main door.
yeah, it's easier, it's smaller, and it's more convenient because most of the time we spend
Yes,
in the kitchen.
yes,
But I think you still have space.
yes,
Anyway,
miss.
yeah, like I said, the redesigning part, don't worry too much about it. Only concern is the section and the plan, whether you are drawing it correctly or not, and how to take measurements, the height of your counter. We want you to be familiar with the height of the kitchen, the size of the cabinet or the appliances, so that you don't have to keep measuring it, the existing one. When we ask you to design a kitchen, not redesign a kitchen, design a kitchen, then you will automatically know that okay, for a kitchen the counter has to be this high, and this is where the sink is supposed to be, the sink is roughly this size, all those things. Okay, so this exercise was intended for that one only. All
Yes,
right,
miss.
anyway, yeah, thank you. Well, Ompui
Thank you, miss.
next. Well, Ompui, after this Wasim, and after that Laltan Sanga. Lal Ompui, Wasim, and then Laltan Sanga.
Okay. Miss, is my screen
Mm,
visible?
yes.
This is the original plan of our kitchen. Here we enter the kitchen through here, and we have a cabinet here, and this is a filter, water filter, and this is the kitchen counter, and here we have the upper cabinets, which I didn't include in this plan. And here we have a bathroom attached. I didn't include this part. And here, this is the sink, a small sink, and here we have a refrigerator, and we have a column here standing in the middle of it. And this is our dining table, and this is another cabinet here. And that is, and I cut the section through here. And that is all for the original plan, and this is the section plan that I drew. Yeah, this is the upper cabinet, and this is, and we have a ventilation here also, and this is the water filter and the cabinets and all. And for the redesign plan, I eliminated the L part because the I eliminated this part because when one is washing the dishes and the other is cooking over here, it gets too congested for two people to work. So I think it is more suitable this way. So I changed it this way, and yeah, that is pretty much of it.
And the fridge.
Yeah,
Where is
I
the
changed.
fridge?
I moved.
Okay.
Right. So that we could have more opening towards this.
Where is your filter now? Is it next to the sink?
This I kept
Oh, that's
it
a filter
here.
now.
Yes, miss.
Is the cupboard above? Is it fixed?
Which one, miss?
The one on the top
This
left. No. The top.
this one.
Yeah. Yes, that's one.
Yeah, it is fixed.
Oh,
Fixed cupboard.
why is it not against the wall and why is it right in the middle? Because in the current one, you have a space for the filter and then you have a space on the left side of it also.
Oh, this one. I don't know where to
No,
place
not
it.
that
So I
one.
just
I'm still talking about the top one.
this.
Hmm. It is
I
not.
didn't change this one. Yeah.
I know that. Is it fixed Almera or can you move it?
Yes, it is fixed. We cannot move
Fixed.
this.
So my
Yes.
question is, go to your section. In your section also it's visible. Your Almera
Yes,
is
miss.
kind of right in the middle, right next to the ventilator. So there is a space
Yes.
between your cupboard and the wall on the left side.
Yes, miss.
What is happening there in that corner?
We have a little shelf here where we keep vegetables and stuff, and
Okay.
a broom where we keep
Mm,
brooms and all.
okay. No, because I was thinking if this was not fixed, maybe you can move it towards the wall and then have your refrigerator where the filter is. But if it is fixed, then maybe you
Yes,
cannot do
miss.
much. Okay. So your section, yeah, I think this goes for who was the last one? Lomkimi also and Sandam also. Please look at the columns and the beams, mostly the beams. Okay, so that's how you are supposed to draw. And in your case, we you will see the column in elevation line, especially the middle column next to the filter.
Yes, miss.
Behind your cabinet, you will see a faint line. Okay, just draw two lines above the cabinet,
Yes,
joining
miss.
the beam, and then in between your lower cabinet and the upper cabinet, there is also a space. Unless you have tiles on it, you will see the column line. All right.
Yes, miss.
Otherwise, yeah,
Yes.
I think a section looks fine. But yeah, go back to the plan. Your door, I'm having a problem. You are saying that there's a bathroom over there on the right hand side, where just in
Yes,
front of
miss.
2700. Okay, the way we draw a door is take the width of the door. Okay, how wide is that door? Is it about 800 or 900 mm?
Around 800. It's
Uh,
not too big.
it's around 800 mm. So how you are going to draw the door? Oh, I know that your paper is not sufficient, and then um, I hope you understand. Like the door
Yes,
should be able to cover the opening. Okay,
yes, miss.
as from your drawing, your door is not even covering half of the opening. All right.
Yes, miss.
So the same way you draw the left-hand side door where you enter your kitchen, those are two leaves. Those are two paneled windows, doors. That's fine. But if you're showing a single shutter, also it should be able to cover the entire opening. All
Okay,
right.
miss. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Mm. Lil Siam Chuanga, is he present? I think he's absent. I don't know why. Wasim,
Miss,
are you ready?
his Wi-Fi got broke out, so he cannot attend the class.
Ah, okay. Wasim Ahmed, then Lal Tansanga, then Rosang Liani.
Oh, ma'am, is my screen visible?
Yes.
Okay, good morning, everyone. This is my current plan for the kitchen. Mm, I'm actually currently living in a rented house, so there isn't much stuff here. Most of it is portable. So the we enter from the right side to the door, and right next to the door there is a fridge, and right next to the fridge there is a table which also has a storage, and also acts as our um, chopping place or chopping table. Right to the left, yes, to the left we have our stove, and to the furthest we have our sink and a place where we keep our dishes and stuff. We also have a window to our left. I don't like the placing of the window here, but which I also changed in my yes, which I changed in my redesign.
Mm.
I moved the table from the upper side to the along with the gas stove, so it looks better. I think it would be more convenient. I didn't change any of the other things here besides the window and the table. I thought the fridge was okay in the side. Um, yeah, that's it for the design and redesign.
Can you
Mhm.
just shift the door a bit towards the fridge and just move the fridge next to the table instead so that you
I
will have
yes,
more.
I would actually like that, but
Uh,
as you said earlier, we should not be shifting
oh,
the
okay.
door,
Change
no?
the. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I also want it to be in the middle. It would be
Uh,
very convenient if it's in the middle.
yeah. I think, yeah, in this exercise, you can do that. That's not a problem. But is it because of the picture or is your line curved a bit
Yes,
on the
it's
left
actually
side?
because of the picture. It's straight here.
Uh,
It's a bit curved there.
okay. Yes, show me your section.
Okay, my section is a bit weird here. I was not
Mm.
sure which one to cover if I go from the middle. It was the stove is on the left and the other stuff
Mm.
was on the right. So I just picked the
No,
worst
try
possible
to
one.
cut it through the cabinet. It's fine. And then you can cut it through the window also because your section will look more interesting than just a wall. You can shift it
Um,
I mean like towards the left side and then cut it through the counter, maybe through the window or anything is fine. Yeah, as long as you know how to take the section and show. Did you show the beam? I didn't get that part. Show.
yeah. I
Ah,
think
your beam is inverted.
yes.
Show it the same as the floor. Okay, it will be the same as the floor. You are
Uh,
showing that because you're not able to see this, the beam.
uh-huh.
Might be the case because it's flush with the wall. So right now your beam is inverted. Okay, the upper beam. The lower beam is fine, but the upper beam is inverted.
Okay.
All right, so you need to correct that. Show it the
Okay.
same as the bottom one,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
unless it is actually inverted.
I'm not really sure. Actually, we don't have a RCC roof here. It's the that structured tina types, no?
Tiles.
So I'm not sure if it's like this or the other way around.
Uh, what is it made of? How is it? Is it sloping or?
Yes, yes, sloping.
Then show it as a sloping roof. It's fine. You don't have to show the slab if it is not a slab. Okay, and is it like
No,
Mangalore
there's
tiles
a
or?
false ceiling before that. So
There is a false ceiling. So
yes.
your false ceiling will be straight, and after that, above it will be your sloping roof.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so try just take a wild guess and try to figure out how the roof is.
Okay.
Do you have a kind of shingles or tin roofs or
Yes, it's one of the
tiles?
thin roofs.
Tin roofs.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's not anyway. You will learn how to draw tin roofs in your one of your BCM class.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I think yeah, you understand how to take the section. Only thing is that it will be more interesting if you take it across the counter or anything. Even this current one is fine.
Okay.
Don't you? Huh. You can
I
show the windows also
windows.
because we would like to know the sill height. How high is the window? All those things
Oh,
in section. Okay.
yeah. Okay, miss.
Okay. Thank you. Laltan Saga. Rosang Liani after this. Rosang Liani is sheepers. Laltan Saga, and then Rosang Liani, then Laltan Chai.
Hello, Miss. Am I audible?
Yes.
These are current kitchen. On the bottom left is our fridge over here, and on the middle these are dining table, and we have our kitchen cabinet over here. Over here is a sink, and we put our stove over here. And this another cabinet. I think that's all from the original. And at the new plan, I moved the fridge over here, and I put the dining table on the left side, on the bottom left, and the kitchen cabinet on top left. So there could be more space.
Okay.
And miss this the section. I cut the section over here.
Okay. Ah.
And this.
So this cabinet, which is kind of arch in the front, it's only till the counter level. Is it? It's not higher than that one.
Yeah, yes,
It's not
miss.
taller.
Yes, miss.
So what is on the top of it?
Uh, Oven. And
Why is it slightly curved? Is it the design or in the plan?
miss, which one?
The cabinet,
Miss
next to
this
the
one.
behind the table. Yes, yes.
Miss. I think it's the drawing.
No, no, no. Go to the plan. You showed it in curved in the section also. You
Yes, miss. It's curved.
curved.
Yes, yes, miss.
Okay. All right. So go to your new plan. This is something which I have not discussed. Now that he has moved the table towards the left side, what you have to keep in mind while designing a dining table in a kitchen is the space between the wall and the dining table. Okay, how much
Yes, miss.
space do you have? Um, if it is a restaurant, okay, please keep in mind, since this is a residence, some people might even place it against the wall. All right, but as per standard, See, convenience in each household is something which we cannot control. Some people might want to place it just against the wall without having any space, and then they will move the table out before dining. Okay, they might pull the table out before they eat, and then after they finish their food, they might place it and then push it back against the wall. That's also a possibility. But if you were to design a restaurant, which might be the case for your next assignment, if you were to design a restaurant, in a restaurant, if it is a self-service restaurant, it's a different case. But normally, in a restaurant, you will be served by a waiter or a waitress, and you have to keep a space between the wall or between two tables. Okay, there might be another table in a restaurant. So the space between two tables or a table and a wall should be sufficient that the person is sitting and there will be a waiter or a waitress serving food for you. Okay, so you have to keep that in mind.
Yes,
All right,
miss.
that's why standard. No, not just for you. This is for everyone. This is for the entire class. So keep that in mind. And yeah, I think yours is quite detailed. The drawings, the door frame. Go back to the section. Okay. So in your existing house, what is happening after the shelf? That space, the corner there.
It's on the left side.
Yeah, on the left side.
It's nothing much.
Okay.
We just
All right.
hang something.
Okay. All right. So in your case, the only mistake which you made is that you made your beams in a perfect rectangle, and
Yes,
then you have your slab. All right. So just erase that small line in between the slab and the beam. Connect them all together.
yes, miss.
And maybe in the not in this drawing, maybe in the next drawing, draw the same thing for the floor as well. All right, whatever you are showing in the ceiling, show it for the floor as well, not one single line. If you can show it in this drawing also, correct it a bit, then it's fine. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, miss.
Rosang Vianney, well done, Chai. And then after that, it's Asmita. Okay. Rosang Vianney, well done, Chai. Then Asmita. Hmm.
This is our
Yeah.
current kitchen plan, and this is I use the scale 1:200. I don't know if I took it in the correct way or not. And this is like a small storeroom built by my father not long ago. And this is our fridge. This is a cupboard or cabinet where my mother display her kitchenware. And this we put salt and all something
Mm.
we use for the kitchen. And this is our counter and our sink. And this is another small cupboard. We put our food which need not to be refrigerated here. And this is our table and a chair and a window here. We have a big space here because I have a little brother who is very active and he needs a place to play, so we need to keep it. And there is a little height difference or something here, not more than 10 centimeter. I don't know why they make it this way. And there is a TV area here and a sitting area here. And this is my redesign plan. I don't move the storeroom because I think it's good here, and I I changed the direction of the refrigerator. We can open it this way now, and I move the cupboard here, and I will get rid of the floor height difference that exists here in my redesign plan, and I can move this thing because it's necessary while it's easier in access while we are cooking. And this I move our dining table near the window because I think it will be great if there is if we keep our table beside our window and there's like a food space here, and I move the cupboard that where my mother display her kitchen were here as some kind of partition to the sitting area because I personally don't like that we can see our kitchen directly from the sitting area, so maybe it will hide some part of it, I guess. And I cut the section in two sides, here and here. The first one is this is the first one. There's a chimney, and this is the what is it? Oh, kitchen counter. Our gas stove here, and our gas stove here, and this is sink, and this is our table, and the small cupboard. This is our window, and we a column and beam, and we don't have a slab because it is a wooden floor, and partial parts of this is like RCC. No, yes, and this is a tile house. It's mixed up, and this is the other side of the kitchen. The storeroom, it didn't even have a door, and we just hang a curtain, our fridge, and the
Cupboard.
And the kitchen stuff.
Okay. The cupboard where your mother puts her showpiece, is it tall? Because
Yes.
you just move it between the kitchen and the TV area.
Yes, it's tall.
And it's going to face towards the TV area or towards the kitchen?
The kitchen, because it's not the TV area, it's the sitting area, like the sitting room,
Okay.
and you can see directly through the kitchen. So I don't like that.
Okay, okay. So show me the new plan. So now your cupboard is acting like an island, is it?
Yes, this one.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm. But do you want to segregate the cooking area and kind of the dining area? Is that your aim?
I don't know, miss. I just want it to keep. I just want to keep the kitchen, to keep the dining table near the window.
Because now you have rotated your fridge. Maybe just swap the two cabinets and keep the table next to the window, and then keep this island kind of cabinet against the fridge, next to the fridge on the long side. Will it fit? Then you will have a huge space for your brother to run around.
Yes, but miss, this one is pretty long. It's 1710 millimeter, and the cupboard that was here before was 1500 millimeter, and it won't fit, I think.
So then, is it possible to change the small? What is there besides the?
This one.
Mm,
Yeah, maybe if we make some kind of uh, cupboard here.
mm, mm. So that was just a query.
Yeah.
In that case, I think what is possible is also if you want the cupboard in the middle, maybe you can place it in the horizontal direction as well.
This.
That will divide your space into a good dining space and a cooking area. Like you can even rotate your table in the elongated way, in the horizontal way, so that it's not very close to the cupboard. But that will take away the running space for your
Mm.
brother. So uh, these kind of thought process, when maybe he is old enough and he does not require
Mm.
that much space to run around, maybe you can start to formalize, make it more formal, the kitchen area and the dining room. Right. So right
Yes.
now it's kind of informal because it has to act as a playing area for your brother as well, and you have to cook and dine at the same time.
Mm.
So
Yes.
like I said, there's nothing right and wrong about arrangement. It's all about preferences. Your needs are different. If this was a house where only adults are living, maybe they would want to separate the kitchen and they might want to have a formal dining area. And I like the concept of having the table against the window, but maybe if that running around is not a requirement, I would
Mm.
rotate the table and make it in the elongated way because there is more space horizontally than vertically, okay, as per the plan.
Yes.
Then the cupboard can become a partition between the kitchen and the sitting room area. And I would have a separate space for the dining and the cooking area. And I would also rotate the cupboard and like and act as an island that way.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
so like I said, there is nothing right or wrong. And as per your requirement, you are improvising the space. So in your section, you did not show the wall on the left side next to your chimney. You only show one single line. Okay, show the
This
thickness of
miss.
the wall.
This one miss.
Yeah,
Yes.
no. The leftmost line, left side. Huh, that one. Because your section will be cut. Your wall
Yeah.
will be cut in section. Whether it is a tile, whether it is having wooden frame or anything, you have to show that one.
This miss.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm. So that will be the end of the house. But why is your chimney half? Are you cutting through the storeroom?
Uh, no, through the tables. Here.
Huh, so why is your chimney half?
Half. Miss, it
Like
looks
the
like
left side. Is it?
this. Yes,
Huh?
it's the design of the chimney, I guess.
Okay, okay. I thought it will be the actual exhaust will be right in the middle and it will go up, and the left side and the right side will be kind of symmetrical. All right, so then all you need to do is draw the wall on the left side, and on the right hand side,
Mm.
mm, since it is continuing to the living room, draw the cut line. Okay,
Yeah.
saying
Okay.
that the section, the house does not end there, draw the vertical cut line. And for your flooring, you show the thickness of maybe the floor. If it is a slab, draw the slab thickness. If it is wooden flooring, draw the wooden flooring, not one single line. All
Yeah.
right.
Yes, miss.
Okay.
Thank
Yes,
you,
thanks.
miss.
Next is Laldan Chai. And then after that, it's Asmita Sil, then Mohammed Sinan.
Miss, is my screen visible?
Yes.
This is the plan of our kitchen. Here there is the entrance door to our house, and there is a cabinet here. I will show the layout later in the section. There's some space here where we keep the filters and water bottles here, and there's a sink here, and a small wall here which separates the sink and the cooking area. And there's a rice cooker and uh, an electric stove and a gas burner here, and there's a small ventilation here. We don't have a chimney, so there's a small ventilation here, and
Mm.
there's a single step here which leads to the TV room. Uh, there's no door, so I don't write it. And here there's a couch, and there's the dining table, and there's a refrigerator near the door. And the distance between the dining table and the sink is about 2000 millimeters. And this is the design plan. I only changed the location of the refrigerator and the dining table and the couch, and uh, to protect the electrical appliances from water. I changed the location of the gas burner and electrical appliances. And this is the section plan. I cut it through here horizontally, and this is the plan, and this is the opening of our TV room. And uh, and there's this slight height difference, about 340 meters, which leads up to the TV room. And I also write the cut section, the vertical section, the vertical cut section of the plan, and this is the layout of the kitchen area.
Okay. Is your seating correct? Your sofa in the kitchen, the height of the seating.
Yes, miss. Yes, miss. It's about 660 millimeters, the height.
No, I mean like the seating from the floor where you sit, not the backrest. In the
Eh,
other section, it looks very low.
yes,
Is it
miss.
about?
It's quite low.
Okay.
It's a small couch.
What is happening behind the sofa? The TV room?
There's a wall here which separates it.
Okay. And then you go to the TV room from the from the right side.
Yes, miss. No, miss. There's the entrance here, right
Ah,
above the steps.
okay. Next to the sofa.
Yes, miss.
Okay, go back to your plan. I missed that point. I missed that part. Okay, that's 740.
Yes,
And
miss.
what is happening next to the table? The cut portion.
Mm, uh, uh, there's a staircase here which leads to uh, our room. So I don't write
I
it. We don't separate it.
No, I mean, is there a partition or only the step?
There's
Step.
a small partition, but I don't include it in the plan.
Okay. And for you also, your cut line, you just need to show one of them, okay? Not three. Just show the
Yes,
middle
ma'am.
one. Just use the middle one, and um, yeah, that will be sufficient. And you change the table and the sofa and the refrigerator in the new plan.
Yes, miss.
So if there is a wall behind the sofa, you draw that wall also. All right.
Yes, miss.
And then there will be an opening for that 740 to the TV area. Right. So you don't show that as a continuing line. You will show that the wall will stop just before the step and then there will be an opening, because by looking at it I thought that 740 is something like a cupboard because the line is continuing. Okay, behind the sofa there will be a double line. That double line will stop where the step is there, and then that double line will again start after your kitchen. What that 840 is there, that 840 dimension that you show, that part will have a double line, and then the 740 will have a single line. Then after the 740 behind the sofa will be a double line again.
Yes, miss.
All right, so the same as you draw the bottom line where you have your main door, you have your main door and its opening, and then you have a double line on the left hand side and the right hand side behind the refrigerator and the kitchen area. So the same thing will be for the upper one.
Yes, miss.
All right. Okay. Show your section one more time. I think this section looks fine. What is the material of your flooring and the roof?
The flooring is regular concrete slab,
Then
and
show the slab
the
first.
upper side. Yes, ma'am. And the upper part is all Assam type buildings.
So upper part you can show it like the false ceiling and then the roof continues. At least show the floor as having a slab. Okay,
Yes, miss.
not this thin. I think you've seen most of the drawings where they saw uh, where, where they show RCC slab. So same thing as that. And then the upper part also. If your roof is sloping, then just show the slope and then cut away portion. Maybe you don't have to extend and show the entire roof.
Yes,
All
miss.
right. Okay. Thank you. Mm-mm-mm. HLL Ompuya. Robert, is Renatun Robert present today? Then Asmita, then Mohammed Sinan, then Pradeep. Asmita, please start your presentation. Then after this, Mohammed Sinan, then Pradeep. Yes. Okay. Is your counter 300 mm in the sink area? I doubt that 300 mm because your sink will not be 300 mm and 380 mm. And your chimney is definitely not 200 mm. Yeah. How do you take them? Mm-mm. It will not be 200 mm. I don't think there is a model which is 600 by 200. Your your countertop is 300 mm is not possible. How will you fit your gas stove in a 300 mm depth of kitchen? Because your ruler, your normal ruler, your scale is 300 mm. And your door is 420 mm. It's less than 1.5 feet. I think you're taking the measurement with a different scale. I don't know. Your door is 420 mm. What you can do is place your scale on your kitchen cabinet, on your kitchen counter, and click a picture and then send it. All right. Take your normal regular scale, your scale which you use in school also. Place it on top of your counter, kitchen counter, and then click a picture and then send it to me. All right. Okay. Yeah, and then show me your section. You have freehand a lot of stuff. No, even in your plan, your sink and your chimney. Try to use your. Do you have a T scale or a parallel bar? You have a drafting table. Try using it. Okay, and also your hatching on the left hand side wall and your hatching on the right hand side wall are different. The angles. It's a very small section, and your hatching of the left-hand side wall is way oblique than the more oblique than the right-hand side wall. So both of them are the same material. Hatching is different, and angle is also different. Use your set square, your 45-degree set square for your hatching. Place it above the T square, your set square, the triangular one, and then just move over the T scale. Okay, so it will be the same angle, all of them. All right. And try to draw the section lines darker. And take a picture of the door, take a picture of the counter, and with the measurement, and then email me. All right. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Mohammed Sinan.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Apparently, I have done a small mistake of marking that mm in centimeter, so I was just correcting it.
Yeah,
Can I just?
I mentioned it in the last class also,
Yeah, I
your drawing.
corrected that and I resend it, and for this one, I somehow took centimeter. Ma'am, can I just screen share after Pradeep?
No, because the drawing you sent is already in mm. Ah, sorry, this is your.
Yeah, this is a new one. Mine's the
uh,
old one. You asked to correct and send it.
Let's see if we have time.
Thank you, ma'am.
Pradeep, you're
Yes,
next.
ma'am.
After Pradeep, it's Shomak, then Aditya.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, it is very good, ma'am.
Yes.
This is my original kitchen plan, ma'am. And this is the stove and the sink, and the window is this, and the cupboard. My kitchen is double door, ma'am. Double door kitchen. Uh, my rearranged kitchen plan is, ma'am. This is, ma'am. I have some changes in this kitchen plan, ma'am. First one is window size is decrease because some ventilation problem, and the light will truly uh, into kitchen, ma'am. And the sink and stove is replacing some inconvenience to freely walk. So I replace these two things, ma'am. And the refrigerator in this original plan, the refrigerator is not there, ma'am. So in uh, the refrigerator is in this hall. So I replaced in this kitchen only, and the cupboard size will be increased because some dishes and others too uncomfortable to place there, ma'am. And my section is this, ma'am. Section plan. This is window and the stove and the cupboard. My section will be divided B. A section is this, ma'am, and B dash is this section, ma'am.
Okay.
That's it, ma'am.
Is your house a load bearing house? Do you have columns?
No.
You don't have columns?
No, ma'am.
Is it a load bearing structure?
Yes, ma'am. This only made up of bricks.
Only made of bricks. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, then your walls will be quite thick for that matter. So the window, why did you change? Is the sill level the same as the existing one? You said you changed the size of.
This is 500 mm.
Now you
First
change
one
it to
is 500 mm into 500 mm. Second one is 400 mm into 500 mm.
It's hardly any difference.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, I think your drafting is neat. See, for the door, you don't have to show 480, 480. It's fine. Just show the 960. Okay,
Okay.
it's more confusing.
Okay.
Then I think, yeah, the rest of them is fine. Drafting is fine. Section, I think you understood. Left and right. The cupboard on the left side in section BB, and in section AA, your stove is on the right. Sorry, left hand side.
Yes, ma'am.
But then you have an RCC slab.
Yes, ma'am.
Yet you don't have a beam and a
No,
column.
ma'am. No, ma'am.
All right. Then don't show that separation of
Okay.
when see your wall line is continuing till the slab. Okay. If it is that situation, if it is a slab, then just have one full rectangle instead of one small rectangle and a large rectangle in the middle and one small. Instead of three rectangles or a square at two ends, have one box of a slab. Okay, just erase
Okay.
that line,
Okay.
the wall line, which is continuing.
Okay.
All right.
Nice.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next is Shomak, and after that Aditya, and after that Srihita. Okay, Shomak, Aditya, Srihita.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, is that screen visible?
Yes, but make it larger.
Yes, sir. Ma'am, this is the plan of this is the original plan of the kitchen I had, and from this plan onwards, I have made the section of the kitchen and the redesign of the plan.
Wait. You're going too fast. Wait. Slowly. Can you rotate? Is it possible to do landscape mode?
Oh well, not okay. But I can zoom in.
Okay. Yeah. This is better. Hmm.
So we enter from the right. This is the door,
Mm. Mm.
and just in front of the door there is a fridge
Mm.
which measures 500 into 500 millimeters,
Mm.
and beside the fridge there is a like a inbuilt table made of concrete. The table is actually made of concrete,
Mm.
and we actually keep all the jars mostly on the table itself, and then there is a sink on the other side, and we have a we have a we have a we have a stove in here, and above the stove there is a chimney. Actually, ma'am, I didn't know how to show the stove, whether the chimney would cover the stove or not. So I've just done it with like thinner lines, the stove, and then above that is the chimney.
Mm. Next time, show the chimney in dotted. Okay, show the stove instead, and just show the chimney in dotted lines.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. And beside the stove, I have this shelf where most of the jars and all are kept, and this is the texture of that shelf. This is the shelf we have, and this is actually the cupboard below the stove. The
Mm.
chimney is just above it, and we have the sink in here. Um, and this is all in that section, the section that I've cut through the window,
Okay.
and for the redesign to just make a little bit more space, I have shifted this shelf over to this gap in here, and I have moved this fridge to the place of that shelf.
Mm.
Uh, so so the redesign looks like this. The shelf comes here, and the fridge goes there. So actually, there is a little bit more space here for the door and stuff,
Okay.
and that's all.
So you have one section. Is your
Yes, ma'am, I
column
have
uh,
one section.
is the column actually in that shape, or is it a rectangle, or
No, it is actually in that shape.
okay.
That is why I've done it in all the plans.
Hmm. All right. Yeah, your kitchen is very tight right now, so there's not much you can do. Anyway, your drawing seems to be fine. Plan and section 650. And also for you, your kitchen counter is 462, or the sink is 462. What is the actual depth of the counter where the stove
The
is there?
the depth of the sink is 200.
No, not the sink. In the plan, go back to the plan. The depth, how wide is the countertop where you have placed the stove?
How wide is this?
How
I
deep is
didn't
the slab? See,
oh,
in your drawing, you have shown the 462 for
I've
the slab.
forgotten to measure that. I've forgotten to measure that.
Okay, you have to take that measurement because your countertop will have to fit. You'll have
Yes,
to,
ma'am. Ma'am, actually, I
because you've just
mixed
measured
up
the
the
sink.
yes, ma'am. I mixed up the measurement of the sink with the slab, so I actually confused the two, and I didn't measure the original thing.
Mm. So 462 is the sink, 693 is the sink wide, and 462 is the depth. Okay, so you have to know how much is the countertop. Um, is it the same as the sink, or is the sink slightly more than the counter? As per the drawing, your sink looks like
It's
it is
slightly more than the
two and
counter.
okay. So your counter will be around 450, I suppose.
Yes, ma'am. Around that. Yeah.
And your chimney is more than that.
Yes, ma'am. The chimney is actually big.
Okay, measure that and then mention that. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
I think the only problem in your kitchen is that 630 cupboard. It's quite thick as
Ma'am,
compared to the size. Is
that's
it
not the
fixed?
cupboard, ma'am. Ma'am, that's the table. That's the
Ah,
compound
okay.
table.
I thought it was a cupboard. Okay, okay. So that's the table.
Yes, ma'am. We keep the jars on that table.
Okay, okay, fine. All right. Okay then. Yeah. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
Aditya Jain. Then after that, Srihita. Then after that, it's Shreya. Aditya, Srihita, Shreya.
Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am.
Ma'am,
This
someone has a
is
doubt actually.
What?
Ma'am. This
Who
is
is
Sinan.
asking?
So, can I just do my presentation after Aditya Jain's because I have to go
I'll
to
call
mosque.
you. I'll call you, Sinan.
I have to go to mosque at 1.
Aditya,
Uh,
why is your drawing not straight? All your
uh,
lines are.
Ma'am, actually, it was the phone. I actually took the camera. It was little tilted. Actually, they are straight, but I just didn't see that when I took the picture, so they just looked a little curved, but they are actually straight.
Okay.
Okay. Good afternoon, ma'am. This is Aditya Jain. This is my current kitchen plan. As you can see, it has like a lot of errors in it, and the number one being that the counter, which is this part is the counter, and my mom pointed that out that it's actually quite small for her to work, because see, we have like a stove here, but besides that, there's no place for her to cut the vegetables and do normal stuff like that. And also we have a shelf here, so this place is also not quite as usable as it can be. And one of the biggest one of the smallest little small mistake was that we had a switchboard here. So when the door opens and you actually walk into the kitchen, you have to just walk around this door, and then you have to turn the lights on, which these were the things that I discovered. Also, this shelf is actually attached to the wall, like fully, as you can see in my section plan. I've drawn a section here. Um, it's fully attached like this, and it's not as useful as it can be, because most of the time my mom could only reach the stuff which is here, and she usually doesn't bend this much to reach the stuff here or on the top shelves. So this was actually quite use a waste of space. And also there was this cabinet, and my mom wanted to have some things that are on top, so she can actually reach it. She doesn't have to bend all the time to pick the stuff up. And as I mentioned, there's a switchboard, so you have to like turn around, and we actually have this mill which is broken, so there's no use of it, but it's like still there for no reason. And in my new plan, I decided to break the cabinet, which is this one, and I decided to install built-in cabinets over here in L shape. So the
Mhm.
space can be more useful and it can be easily accessible. And since the cabinet can be on top, so the whole counter would be open for my mom to use for whatever purpose she may find it. I also shortened the length of this wall a little bit so I can fit my fridge in here. So there's some free space in the kitchen for her to move around or, sit and do whatever things she likes. I also moved the switch over here, so it's more convenient. When you open the door, you can just easily access the switchboard, which is right here. So you don't have to walk around that and do all that.
Okay. In the original plan, where is your sink? Is it the
And
corner
this,
one?
yes, ma'am,
Ah,
this is the sink.
how do you use it while standing right at the corner? Right,
Yeah,
where the
yes, ma'am. That was also one of the issues of my mom. She has to like
mm,
stand here and she has to overly bend
bend
here
a lot,
so
yes.
she can
Mm,
wash the dishes.
mm.
So I
And
wanted to,
also it's far, and then the tap is also far, and you have to reach a lot. And then while washing bigger utensils, it might not be possible to maneuver so much.
yes,
So
ma'am.
yeah, the sink should ideally be somewhat placed in the center so that we have more elbow space. I mean, if it is placed against the wall, then you have to think of the elbow space, the same as the wash basin when you are going to wash your face, or it's the same for the kitchen area, the kitchen sink, washing utensils. It should not be too much against the wall. Okay, it's ideally, unless you don't have space at all, ideally you should leave what about almost 2 feet, or like about 450 from the wall to the sink, so that your elbow can bend, and then you can bend down, wash your face or wash the utensils, and then small space between the wall and the sink. That's
Yes, ma'am.
ideally the thought in the kitchen design. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
so where did you move the sink?
Ma'am, I wasn't able to move the sink actually because my mom pointed out that she doesn't want a sink to be here. She
Hmm.
wanted this area for some spices and stuff like that. She wanted to install a cabinet here. So she
Yeah,
said,
you already have a long counter because you've removed the shelf, and now you have a longer counter. So
yeah,
can you place your stove where your shelf is, and then your sink can come where the stove is against the window?
no, ma'am, because
In your new plan, go to your new plan.
wait a minute. My father is quite into Vastu Shastra and everything, and he
Mhm.
said that we can't actually put the stove anywhere else because it's in the perfect space and it should be facing this direction, and it's up against a window. So
Mm.
because of that, I wasn't able to move the stove. I actually wanted to move the stove somewhere other place, some like here or somewhere else. And my father said that we have to have a window here so it would be
Mm.
easy for ventilation and it's like this direction is perfect for the stove.
No, that it will be the same direction. It's just that it's moved slightly towards the left, and then your sink is also slightly moved towards the left. Or both of them can enjoy the window, not just one fully enjoying it if you don't want to. The idea is not to place the sink exactly in the corner because it's very difficult to
Okay,
reach.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that at least along that one line you can place both, and both can still utilize the window, and only that everything is shifted slightly towards the fridge side.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
anyway, yeah, I think built-in shelves are sturdy in a way, but yeah, they occupy lots of space, especially when they are like enclosed on both sides with a brick wall or an RCC wall. So yeah, I think it's relatively fine, the new design also.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Srihita, and then Shreya, and then Pratik.
Okay, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am. This is the original plan of the kitchen. From left side, the double door, that's the opening of the kitchen, and the door that's facing the south side is the door that is the opening for the bedroom. And then this area is the sink, and this is the stove, and the dotted line one is the sun side that is above the this that area. And this one is the almirah, uh, that is fixed to the wall, constructed by the brick.
Hmm.
And then here is the window, here is the um, ventilator, and here is the fridge, ma'am.
Okay.
And the section, this is the section line.
And
This is
looking
the
which direction? Your
ma'am.
section? Your section is looking which direction? You haven't shown the arrow.
Sorry, ma'am.
No, no, in the plan, just point out which section is looking at which direction.
Okay, ma'am. Right side section, I'm showing the right side.
Okay.
Means and this is the window. Here the window that's facing right opposite to the door, the main door of the kitchen. And this 400 one is the ventilator. And this is the wall that's used for placing the stove and all. And this is the almirah, that's the side of the wall. And that is it, ma'am.
And what is the line above that? You have different lines, 3, 4 different lines.
This
Do
one,
you have kind of a
and
shelf above it?
this 121 is the sun side that is there above the almirah, ma'am. And the line that is extended is also the sun side, that's above, that comes above the ventilator. This dotted line one, ma'am.
Okay. Do you place anything above it?
Above it we placed some big utensils, ma'am.
Okay. That might also be concrete, not brick. Is it brick or concrete?
That is brick, ma'am.
Brick. As
And
a brick slab or
brick slab, ma'am. That is means that is into the wall only, ma'am. From it is attached to the wall.
okay.
And the rearranged one, in the rearranged one, I means um this the place we use for keeping the stove, I've cutted it and just made it small. And I have brought the fridge to the side, to the side of the wall that's beside, because it would be easier to move, to take the things.
440 gap, or if this 440 is the actual gap between your brick slab and your actual slab, your beam will come down more down.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
and then your 320 will decrease, and your tile, all those tile lines will be moved downwards.
Okay, ma'am.
All right, so that portion, the upper portion, you'll have to correct it.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, yes, thank you.
Thank you,
Uh,
ma'am.
Shreya, Pratik, and Atwile. Shreya, Pratik, Atwile.
Ma'am, is my screen visible?
Yes.
So this is my existing kitchen plan which I've drawn. So basically we have the entrance from the hall and we have curtain instead of door. And next to it we have one more door which takes you to the like outside of the house. And we have L-shaped kitchen, the stove, oven, basin. Just next to basin we have bathroom, and front of it we have a fridge. That's it. And this is the rearranged one. Have just shift the fridge next to the curtain because like front of the bathroom it doesn't seems good, and we have a socket. Therefore, have just shifted the fridge over there.
Okay. Section?
Ma'am, this.
Where did you cut the section?
Okay. Yeah.
The wash basin, and then your stove, and then go back to the section. Your door is, how tall is the door?
It's 1780 mm.
And how high is your counter?
It's 3180 mm.
No, not the floor. The counter. The counter. It's very small. I cannot breathe. That's why.
Yeah.
800 something.
This
870. Okay, 870. And 390 is the depth of your counter?
Yep.
I'm surprised. Yours is also is the same as Asmita. Like the depth of your kitchen counter is very less.
Miss,
And
actually,
how much is the depth where you have the stove? Is it more than 300?
yeah, miss, it's more.
No, go to the plan. Your stove is 230. That's fine, but the counter is also this less. Oven is 260 by 470. Then your wash basin. Your wash basin is 390, is it?
Yes, miss.
Okay. My one observation is your door. Your door, 620. First of all, the door jamb, the door frame is very big as compared to the opening. And imagine you are going to close the door, the two shutters, they're going to overlap. All right. So when you draw the door, take the measurement of the opening, divide it into half.
Miss, can
It
you
has
repeat?
two
I'll note it
shutters.
down.
Sorry?
Can you repeat? I'll note it down.
Yeah. When you write the drawing of the door, first of all, chalkwood, it's very big as compared to the opening. All right, it's not going to be so big. the
Yes,
door
ma'am.
frame which you have shown. And your door, the opening is 620. If it
Yes.
has two shutters, just take half of it. Half of it will be 310, 310 excluding, no, sorry, including the door frame. Okay,
Okay. Yes,
including
ma'am.
the door frame, 310 will be half of it. And then just write 310 or approximately 300 if you exclude the door frame. Then
Okay,
draw
ma'am.
the shutters after that. Because
Sure.
what I feel, see, if you're going to close the door, one shutter closing, the other shutter closing, they are both going to overlap. Okay, because your shutters are longer than half of the opening.
Okay, ma'am.
Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes, miss.
Okay, so yeah, make that correction. Your section, I don't know, your section seems to be very, uh, it does not seem to be complete. It seems very premature in a way. Your section, the wash basin and the stove, it seems to be very, I don't know. I mean, you have to draft it properly. It seems a bit immature. Okay,
Yes.
I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say, but um you also try to measure it with your scale, your counter, and if you can click a picture and then send it to me.
Sure, miss.
Your wash basin and your counter area. All right.
Actually, we stay in a chawl where like one house is attached to the another one. So
Mm.
because of it, maybe.
No, no, that's fine. I mean, the size, I just want to know whether this is correct or not, the depth of your kitchen counter.
Sure, miss.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Pratik, and then after that, Atwile. And then after that, Sinan.
Hello, ma'am. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
This is my plan. Here I have door. This is window,
Mm,
and this is a cabinet. We don't have a L-shaped cabinet.
mm.
This is refrigerator, and this is a temple.
Mm.
In this new plan, I have nothing much to change or rearrange. So I just changed the position of cabinet and refrigerator. The cabinet I changed because this is window and there will be good ventilation. And
And section?
this is my
Mm.
section line from this side, ma'am. And
Mm.
section is this is section. This is part of cabinet, and this is refrigerator. The upper side of refrigerator. This is window.
Go back to the plan. Why is it looking a bit different? You're cutting through the sink and your cabinet. Okay.
Yes.
And in your case, also the same as others. You will have a beam and then your slab. Okay, your slab will not be that thick. Go to
Ma'am,
the
I was
section.
unable to measure the slab, so I made it with.
Huh. So in the side you will have a beam, and then where the slab is there, make your slab only about 130 mm. All right, and then your slab could be 300 also.
Okay, ma'am.
Sorry, your beam. Your beam can be 300, and then your slab will be your slab will go up, and then on both sides the beam will come down, and then beach way in the middle the slab will go up. All right, not as one full slab. Pick one.
Okay, ma'am.
And the same thing will be for the floor as well in your section, because your floor is hatched in a different hatching. So the same thing will be for the floor also, okay? Because your floor is also RCC slab.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. Otherwise, I think it's fine. Your walls are pretty thick. Yours also. I have a feeling it might be a load bearing. Do you have columns or you only have walls? Very thick walls, or you have RCC columns?
Ma'am, there are columns.
Okay. And your columns and your walls all have the same thickness?
Yes, ma'am. This is last wall of house.
Okay.
It's the extreme
Okay.
wall of house.
Okay. Okay. Okay then. Yes. All right. Thank you. Next is Atwile. Then after that, Sivan. Then after that, if he is still there, Siampranga. I don't know. He joined. He joined.
Hello, ma'am. Is my screen visible?
Yes. Can
Oh,
you zoom in one page at a time?
it's like I think I can't do that.
I'm not able to see.
Mm. Shall I? Wait.
Yeah, this is better.
Okay. This is my existing kitchen, and I have a cabinet and gas stove, which extends the wall, and even the sink and the this one beside the sink is the chimney, and the stove is different and the chimney is different here, and there's a table here which is very helpful. Like there's a stove. After cooking we keep the things right in the on the table, which is very helpful. And there's the cabinet out here, and there's a dining table in the corner near the door, which have six sitting for six sitting people. But actually, to give some space, like I just attach it to the wall. We just attach it to the wall, and then near the chimney there's a fridge and a chair, little long chair, so that we can sit. This is all it. And for the existing kitchen, and for section I've like from the left, I've take the view of the left side. This is the section which is like I don't know. This is the section.
When you say the chimney,
Yeah.
It's like where we use the wood, the burner, right?
Yeah, burner.
Okay, okay.
This is it. And this on the right side, these are the cabinets, and which extends the wall. So it's like this. And right behind this table is the sink, and there's the stuff there where we wash the things and keep there. And upper side is the cabinet again. There's a fridge and the chair. So this is the section part, and the rearrangement kitchen is this. mm, I kept the uh, dining table near the window so that we'll get bright light while eating. Again, I kept the fridge and the chair uh, like on the side corner, and this is all it.
Mm. Okay. For you, your sink and your stove are both freehand. Okay.
Yeah.
So don't draw freehand. I reckon there's a counter. So make that line.
Okay.
It will not be freestanding, right? It will be the, see, just take the bottom point of the column which is there in between your stove and your sink. So just extend that line outwards. And then your
Okay.
sink will come as a separate rectangle, your stove will come as a separate rectangle.
Okay,
All right.
ma'am. Okay.
Right now, it seems as if your stove is on the floor, your sink is also on the floor without any separate counter. And
Okay.
in your section, I understand that your chimney is there, but is your chimney freestanding like that?
It's
The
like
middle
uh,
one, it's like you are enclosing it with the wall, right?
yeah.
So your wall will kind of continue somewhere. Right now, while looking at it, it seems as if this is like a small kind of a small house or a small chimney which is being placed, which is being made to stand there, and it is not inbuilt. All right,
Like
by looking at this.
it just looked like this.
No, I'm sure that the chimney will kind of continue to the roof or somewhat.
No, it's
Where
just
will
the is just plain. Like the continuation is outside the wall.
and but your wall, uh, I don't know how to say this better. Your wall in your plan, you have a wall which is mm, at the side. There will be kind of an opening also where you're going to put the wood inside. Where is that opening?
These are all the openings.
Then that means your wall. Okay, okay. Your wall will continue somehow, or you will only see the opening, and then it has kind of a sloping where the chimney starts, right? So that
Yeah.
the smoke will go outside, and
Yeah.
which you have shown it as a triangle. Is that the portion?
Uh like it's a little bit like a triangle, but not exactly like a
Ah,
triangle.
so it will
Like
not be. So it will be like there will be one small line at the top.
yeah, yeah.
So it will not meet. Those two slanting lines will not meet.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think yeah, that detail you will come to it later. All right.
Mm.
Okay, thank you. Sinan, you can start. Sinan, you can start, and then is Siam Tuang are there? He joined a few minutes ago, but I think okay. Mohammed Sinan will be the last presenter for today because you have a class after this. Mohammed Sinan, are you there? Okay, I think he's not there. Um, I will introduce a new project, an actual design, your first design project on Monday. Today is Friday. So please listen carefully. I will introduce a design project on Monday, but I will give you an assignment, a homework for the weekend. You will refer to Newford Standard. You will draw a table for two-seater, three-seater, four-seater, five-seater, till eight-seater. Okay, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. How much ever is there. Seven might not be there. So two, three, four, six, eight. All right, you will find out the dimension of such tables with the chairs. All right, I repeat, for your weekend assignment before we introduce you to the new project on Monday, two-seater, three-seater, four-seater, six-seater, eight-seater seating for eating. Okay, a dining table, a eating table, not for a study table. All right, so take the dimension, sketch it out. Those dimensions you will refer Newford or Time Savers, nothing else. Okay, please refer only Newford or Time Savers standards, only these two, not from some internet um, Good House or are any other magazines that you can find. Refer only Newford or Time Savers standard. All right, you will draw a table for two-seater, three-seater, four-seater, six-seater, and eight-seater. And try to read about restaurants because your next project will be a small cafeteria in a way, which will be attached to a kitchen, a small kitchenette, and a dining area. All right, we will talk in brief on Monday, talk in detail on Monday. And in the meantime, please find out the size of the tables.
So, Miss, we will draw it from the top view or the side view?
Yeah, top view, only the plan.
Okay.
And but remember, try to find out the height of dining tables also. Okay, the height will more or less be the same for all the seating capacities. Only find out some will be square, some will be circular. If you can find both, draw both. All right, if it is just, if you are looking for just one square or rectangle, it's fine. But try to find out different sizes, different shapes, a circular, a rectangle, or a square for each seating capacity. Okay, is that clear? It could be a circle, it could be a square, it could be a rectangle, it could be curvy, but normally stick to these three shapes: circle, rectangle, or square for the table shapes. All right. Okay, that's the homework for the weekend. Then we will discuss the design project on Monday. Is that okay? And for Asmita and Shreya, please send me the email of the picture of your kitchen counters. All right? If there are no more questions, then yeah, you have, sir is waiting for your class. I don't know if he'll break or not. All right, okay then. I'll see you on Monday.
Ma'am, can I ask a question?
Yes.
Ma'am, my brother is saying that there is a theory in Vastu Shastra that the water and the fire can't be aligned, so that we can't put the sink and the gas stove aligned. So, is there any theory like that we can't put it
We are not
aligned?
we are not dealing with Vastu. Vastu is an entirely different thing. So you will consider that maybe when you do interior design. But as far as architectural design is concerned, we don't include Vastu in all the designs. Okay, Vastu is a separate topic altogether. All right, so
Okay, ma'am.
as far as we are only concerned with standards, and we are only concerned with how the kitchen can work efficiently. But I don't, I don't know, because I cannot say Vastu is not important, because for some people it's very important, but in most cases, in many places, Vastu is not considered. Okay, but in few places it's considered very important. So yeah, don't restrict yourself because of Vastu, not in this stage, not in the first year, because first year is the year where you can just explore, whether you can just um, freak out or kind of explore your ideas differently. If you are constricting yourself with the practicality of the structure, with the practicality of the standard also, then you might not reach the level which you can kind of reach as an artist. All right, that's why we are not, I mean, like, we have not asked you that you will only follow this kind of rule, that you will only follow this dimension, this and that dimension. So you are still very free to explore various ideas. Do not concern yourself too much because of economic restriction or structural restriction, because some things which are abstract might not be practical. But just because it is not practical does not mean that you are not allowed to think in that direction. Okay, so don't limit yourself, because this is the time you explore your ideas, you explore um, your level, you explore your creativity also. And in the same time, yeah, if you can kind of go parallel with all the practicality and all the vastus, or all the, yeah, all the feng shui, all those things, then you can do it. But it's still very early to consider all these things. Okay, maybe we will talk about that when you are in fifth semester or sixth semester. All right, so yeah, anyway, if there are no more questions, I think I will call it a day. Yes, thank you, class.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, miss.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.